Hi, everybody. This is Tiffany Caudill and Caitlin Jewell, and we are going to talk to you about getting your 4 loyal customers. So, just talk about getting your 4 loyal customers, since that's how you're going to get your $100 shopping spree. But then also how to invite people. This could be to inviting them to launch parties, to wrap parties, to online events, just to kind of how to talk to people and get you used to that, because I know that was always really hard for me. Was I think I overcomplicated it and didn't realize that I could kind of tone it down a little bit and just have a conversation with people. So the first thing that we want to talk about is, just having conversation. So I know sometimes we think about it as like a short-term thing, like, oh my gosh, I need my 4 customers. I only have 30 days, and it is crunch time, but you also have to think of it as a long-term thing too. So you never want to really, not really get upset with people, but push so much that you push people away either, because you want to look at it as something that can be long term. I still, being in the business for 3 years, still have people who are just now joining me or just now trying the products, even though they've watched me do it for 3 years. And it's just a timing thing for them. They may have to see it enough to want to believe it, or they want to see how you're doing. You never know what is going on in that person's mind, but you don't ever want to make them feel like all they are is a sale to you. So the biggest thing is, making them feel comfortable and just having conversations. I know that I will never message somebody anything besides, hey, how are you? Or hey, how's everything? Because as soon as you start a conversation like that, you're caring about them first, and then the business stuff will come later. Sometimes I'll have conversations and, it works will never be brought up, but there's some, and that might happen 2 or 3 times. And then finally that person's like, okay, so I see you posting about this. What is it? And that's okay. It might have taken a couple conversations, but it does get brought up. So that's like the long-term way to look at it. As far as the short term and getting these, 4 loyal customers in the 30 days, you've got to start with the people that are close to you. So I know you have watched Kate and I, and we talk about that chicken noodle soup list. Who is the 4 people that are closest to you? Who are the people that always support you? Who are the people that if you're in a pinch, they're going to help you? And those are the only words you have to use with them, is tell them, I know you always help me. I know you always support me. Could you take a look at my business that I just started? This is my goal, to get 4 loyal customers or 4 customers. Like, can you look at my, information and see if there's something for you? Or you can suggest something to them too. We have a skincare line, and I know you're really, really into, health and wellness and your skin. Would you, mind looking at it and see if something's good for you in there? But you've got to ask. Definitely have to ask people. And like I said, go to those people that are close to you. I'm pretty sure everybody's got 4 people that they know that will do anything for them if they ask. So that's, I think, the first place that you should start. The next place is going to Facebook, and you're going to, announce it on your Facebook wall, because if you don't talk about it, your business is closed. If you're not telling people about it, they're not going to know you're doing it, so there's no way for them to come to you about it. So Kate's going to go over different ways to post, what not to post, kind of how Facebook works, and just some ideas and stuff that you can use for Facebook.
Perfect. Thanks, Tiff. So yeah, I feel like when Facebook gets brought up, I have so many things that I want to say. So if I get kind of all over the place, just kind of put me back in my place, because I love working my business on Facebook. It's been huge for me. So I love kind of sharing what I've learned these past 3.5 years as far as what to post, what not to post, because I know in the beginning it was like, okay, I don't know what to post. So I'm going to take this stock image that looks like an ad and I'm going to use it. Well, guess what, guys? Like, that does not work. It does not work. So if you find yourself posting salesy type ads, pre-made pictures that literally they scream ad, like commercial, don't post those. I urge you guys not to post those. There's a better way to do this. So I'm just going to give you a couple tips that have worked for me. I know Tiff kind of runs her Facebook the same way I do. So I'm going to kind of dive right into it. So hope you guys have a pen and a paper. You guys can kind of write down some of these tips too. So when you are thinking about, okay, like, this is my page, what do I want to post? The thing is, I don't want your whole Facebook page to just be all it works all the time. You don't want to do that, because you're going to be pushing people away, because you're going to be like, oh, there's that rap girl posting about her rap again. Don't do that, okay? So I have some F words that kind of get your brain thinking about what you can post. So I actually have 6 of them. So I'm going to share them with you. So write these down, because when you're like, I don't know, post something that one of these 6 F's, okay? There's no bad words in here, so you're lucky. 1, faces. So what that means is a selfie. Take a selfie of you. You know when you look good, when you don't look good, it doesn't matter. If you look at my Facebook, sometimes I look good and sometimes I look like I look right now. But you know what? That's the way it should be. You're more relatable when you look like this. As a mom, I know a lot of moms can relate to not always being put together, and other moms respect that. So don't always feel like you got to put your best face forward. Yes, it's good to have your positive pants on, but don't always feel like, oh, I can't take this picture. I got to go put makeup on first. Don't be like that. Just be you. Post, be you. Literally be you. The second F I have for you to post about is friendship, which is so big with this business. Obviously, when you come in, you gain so many friends. Like Tiff, I didn't know Tiff before this business, and I mean, she's one of my best friends. So definitely just sharing the friendship side of this business. I've had people join my team just because they've needed friends. So yeah, definitely be posting about that. Another F, the third F, is fun. So, and that can be anything. It doesn't have to be just with our business. It can be, you know, you're at the carnival, or you're roller skating with your kids, or you're at the zoo. Literally anything fun. Everyone loves to see everyone have fun. So just use what you're doing in your everyday life already. Put a spin on it. Well, you don't even have to put a spin on it, because I'm sure you're already doing something fun. The fourth F to post about is food. It doesn't matter what you're eating. People love to see food on Facebook. I don't know why people love food. I will post a lot of like some of the meal preps that I do. I'll post some like that. I know who I see Hootie's on here. Hootie's really great at posting what she's eating half the time. I'm like, what is this? Sweet potato, I don't know what you're eating, but she's doing great. She's doing good. So definitely, I mean, if you're eating a cheesecake, I mean, post it too, but throw your fat fighters in there, right? Right in the background. The fifth F is fashion. So that can be with anything, you know, a certain shirt that you're looking, or you're doing family pictures and you're like, okay, which color scheme do you guys like better? Literally, you know, just talk about fashion. People love that stuff. And the sixth one that I got for you is funny. So that's, you know, some funny memes. Maybe it's a pun, a joke, a funny video. People love funny stuff. You can put a puppy video for all I care. Just people love stuff like that. Just as long as you're have a little bit of variety and you're not just sticking to, these are my wraps and this is what they do. So you want to be talking about more than just wraps and products. Let's see. And then as far as I have so much written down, you guys, it's not funny, but if you are ever like, okay, like I don't know what to post, I don't know what to say. I know in the groups we do have scripts in there that you can use. There's product posts that you can use as well. Literally just kind of scroll through the albums in the groups, you guys, because there's a lot of material for you guys to take advantage of. I have a couple more things to go over as far as like what you can post. Really super quick, because I know we're on time crunch. So I know Tiff already said when you start to introduce your business, obviously if you haven't done so yet, do it. Why not? The perfect time is today. Another thing you can post about is ways you make money. One of my favorite ways to show how we make money is Wrap Cash. So in the beginning, I would post, you know, my Wrap Cash next to a box of diapers, because that Wrap Cash to me meant I got to buy a box of diapers. Or this Wrap Cash means I get to fill my gas tank. Showing how you use that is going to speak volumes to people who are like, I don't know how I'm going to buy diapers this week. They're going to look at that post and be like, well, shoot, she just sold a wrap and bought some diapers. Like, I can do that. So just being really relatable in that way. One of my favorite things is going live. I will go live about, it doesn't even matter, whatever I have on my mind. I do have a list of ideas for going live. I'm not going to get into it. If anybody wants it, we can put it in this thread too. But I mean, it can be everything from, you know, product demos, unboxing. You can do a meal prep video. You can just make a little venting video like I did today about cold messaging, which I can't stand. It's okay to ruffle some feathers sometimes, but don't be mean about it, okay? Because there's going to be people that relate to you. But I mean, the ideas are kind of endless with that, so I'm not going to get too crazy into that. But definitely, if you haven't utilized going live, I would definitely do so. Sharing success stories is another big one. So maybe you're just starting out and you don't have this big, like, oh, I retired from my job, blah, 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 this and the other. Well, guess what? There is thousands upon thousands of stories out there that are going to relate to somebody out there. So find someone's story and share it on your wall. Let's see. Show that you are enrolling. I love this. So anytime I welcome somebody to the team or I'm adding a new customer, I make a post about it. That shows I'm working my business and I'm bringing on new people and I'm helping other people. So people are going to want to join somebody who is already helping other people. So definitely showing that, I think, is really helpful too. Another thing is Pinterest images. This is really good. So say you're one of those people, you're just starting out, you don't have all the products. Pinterest has a lot of really great images. If you were to type in, "it works fat fighters," there's people that literally put their own pictures up there that you can use that don't look like an ad. So if you want to make, a Confianza post, but you don't have Confianza, type in Confianza on there. You can find a post that doesn't look so salesy that you can use yourself. So definitely take advantage of that. And then sharing the trainings you do, self-development that you do, the fun, friendships, and freedom, which we're all about. And one of my favorite things I think to share with people is sharing your own personal goals, which are very important for you to have. But it's nice when you share your goals with people and then they see you accomplish them so they can cheer you on. Everyone likes to see everyone win. So that's the truth. So definitely just put your goals out there. Don't be afraid if you don't hit your goal for that month. You know what? You put it out there and that's what counts. So that's all I really got, Tiff. So I try to keep that short and sweet. But if you ever have any questions, we're always here to help in any way that we can.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like the reason that we're saying to post about like the F's and all of those things, the reason that you're doing that is so that you're attracting people to you. So you want interaction on your post. So anything, like, oh, type your favorite GIF in there, anything to attract people to get conversations started on your wall. That's the point of it. So that's why you want that variety. You want to attract people to you because people are going to buy who they know, like, and trust. That's who they're going to buy from. So if they don't know you, you're not sharing your life on there, you're not sharing what you're interested in, they're not going to want to buy from you because they're not interested in you. So you have to, and it's fine to start now. Like, you don't have to, think like, oh, Tiff, you've been doing this for a year. Like, you already have all of that. Yeah, but like you got to start somewhere. I didn't start this way either. So, it's something that does take time, but you want to attract those people to you. The other thing, like Kate was saying, you can go to Pinterest and get those different types of pictures. But what we're going to do too is on Sunday, whenever we have our team meeting, we're going to get together a bunch of products. So if you want to get ready and take pictures and with certain products or set them in the grass and take pictures that way, I know I'm getting together a bag for my team so that if anybody does start the business, they can take them home for a little bit. It's going to be like, used products that are empty, and then you can take them home and you can put the bottles on your counters and your bathroom counters for all your skincare line and stuff. So it is something that we are going to work on, but that's the point of your auto shipment too. You want these products in front of you so that you can take pictures with them and show people that you're using them, and all of that goes with that. So that's the biggest thing about posting is just you want to attract people to you, and the more positive you are, the more attracted they're going to be to you, because I can't tell you the amount of times people say, I love following you. You're always so positive. And the thing is I'm not saying that my days are perfect. I'm just not crying about them on Facebook. Like my days, I have bad days too, or bad moments, I should say, because I don't let them be bad days. But I have bad moments too. I just don't tell everybody about them, and that's okay. But people know if they come to my page, they're going to see positivity. So be that different person that doesn't complain all the time on Facebook, and that alone will set you apart from so many other people. Cool. Anything else you want to add to that, Kate, or are you good? Okay. Now we'll go into like how to invite. So we're going to, the main things that we do is have online parties. We're going to do those every week. And so you guys can invite your potential customers, any potential distributors. if you haven't set one up already, set up a launch party. And even if one person comes or 20 people come, that's totally okay. It's going to be you sharing your business and being excited about your business. You'll get to see how parties are ran in home. So you will, have whoever signed you come to your home and run it all for you. All you have to do is be there and invite your friends and family. So it's super easy for you to do. So set that up if you haven't. They'll bring, samples for your friends and family to try. And that's a big way to get your first 4 loyal customers right there, is getting your friends and family in front of people. And we had a party last week with a girl, and there's just something about getting in a group of people in front of them so they can taste it, they can touch it, they can smell it, all of that stuff. They had no idea. They thought the wrap was like a body contouring thing that they stuck on and it was going to like reshape them somehow. They didn't know what it was, but they'd seen people post about it, but that doesn't mean that they stopped and looked at it. So you got to get in front of people that way too. So even if you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do, 2 parties a month, if you did 2 parties a month, you got 2 loyal customers at each one. There you go. Then you got 4 customers that month, So think about asking and inviting people to wrap parties, having them for you and say, hey, I know that you've been interested in the wrap, but you didn't want to do the loyal customer program just yet. I can give you one for free if you invite 5 friends and I'll come in, I'll wrap you for free, and then I'll share the products with your friends. Getting wrap parties, is a good way to find new people that are outside of your normal friends and family. And that's, I know how Kate and I both built our business in the very, very beginning, is we did wrap parties all the time. We've pushed a little bit more to social media right now, but I still do parties. I'm not totally against them. And launches, same thing. Like I go and I launch team members. And as far as inviting on online events, basically you just have to be super personal with people. So I know this is Kate's biggest thing. If you want to take over here and just how you kind of invite people to wrap party or online events, Kate.
Sure, definitely. So I think one of my biggest things is don't just go through and invite every single person on your friends list. It's super spammy, and they're not probably going to look at it and be like, I don't even know what this is. I'm not even going to go. So what I like to do is think of those people right now that could either really benefit from a product or could really benefit from the business. Like your chicken noodle soup list, like we keep talking about. Focus on those people that are really close to you. And then what I normally do, I personally like to utilize voice messaging. I know not everybody likes to voice message, but it's something that I feel like it adds that personal touch. Instead of just sending a huge text and they got to read it, they can hit play and they hear your voice, they hear your excitement. And I just feel like overall, it just sounds so much better when you can say, hey, Sally, I was really thinking of you today, blah, 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 whatever. But I know normally Tiff and I have both utilized this wording as well. If I, would you? So, hey, if I sent you an invite to this online party that I'm having, would you take a look at it? Or, there's so many different ways you can kind of go with it, but pretty much if I did this, would you do this? And I know, Tiff, you probably have a lot more scripts than I do too. So that's all I really have. Utilizing that voice message, I think, is huge when you're inviting people to the online party. So
yeah, perfect. And I agree. Like I try and, especially because we're going to do these weekly, it's not like you have to get, 500 people there. It's just getting those couple. And then once you invite 10 or 20 people, maybe next week you can invite another 10 or 20 people that you're thinking about. But when you be personal and you say, like Kate said, hey, Sally, I was really thinking about you. I know you had asked about this. We're going to have an online party this week. They're giving away some free products. I think you should check it out. Do you want me to send you an invite? And you ask them, do you want me to send you it? Because if you just automatically send them stuff, they're going to get irritated. Like how many times do you see people posting about, gosh, this girl added me to this group again. And I wish they would make me or let me choose if I wanted to come to it or not. Like our online events, we can choose if they can go or not go or whatever. But still, like giving that person that courtesy of choosing to be invited or not. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to go, yeah, go ahead, send it to me. And they're going to be way more acceptive to it. So if you just tell yourself, okay, I only get 10 or 20 people, who are my 10 or 20 people this week? And they may tell you no, and no, not this week, and just say, perfect, we're going to do one next week. I'll make sure to get you invited to that one. So you never want to like just brush it under the rug. Like there's always another invite that you can go from there. So be super personal like that. The voice messages, I agree, are so good because that that's made for you. You can't copy and paste that. They had to speak into it for you. So that's huge right there too. So does anybody have any like specific questions that they have that they would want to ask Kate and I about any like specific scenarios or anything about the online events? Like I said, we're having one this Thursday, so we wanted to make sure that we came to you guys and shared how to invite, so you kind of knew where to start and kind of how to talk to people a little bit. And then we'll have the party on Thursday. Now we're gonna have a pretty in-depth training on Sunday morning. So if anybody, is available to go to John and Meg's house, we will, hey Mo. We will see you guys on Sunday. That's going to be a really, really good training. I'm super excited for that. But that's going to give you all the meat and potatoes too, just like what we're kind of giving you on these Zooms as well. Anybody have any questions? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording real quick.